All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we'd like to give all praises, glory, honor due to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, Bahashem, Rahabakwadash. Double honors to my apostles, elders of great millstone who rule well. Shalom to the hopeful elect out there pushing his word and sincerity and truth throughout the four corners of the earth. Getting straight into the scriptures. Let's just type in. Matter of fact, because it's moving mad slow. You want to move mad slow? Okay. That's a lock here. We basically going to get into the truth prevailing and being strongest above above everything. Okay, above all, yeah. Let's get boom. Start with first Esdras, and we're gonna start at the top. Okay. Now when Darius reigned, he made a great feast unto all his subjects, and unto all his households, and to all the princes of Media and Persia, and to all the governors and captains and lieutenants that were under him, from India unto Ethiopia, of 127 provinces. And when they had eaten and drunken, and being satisfied were gone home, then Darius the king went into his bedchamber and slept, and soon after awaked. Then three young men that were of the guard that kept the king's body spake one to another, let every one of us speak a sentence. He that shall overcome, and whose sentence shall seem wiser than the others, unto him shall the king Darius give great gifts and great things in token of victory, as to be clothed in purple, to drink in gold, and to sleep upon gold, and a chariot with bridles of gold, and a head tire of fine linen, and a chain about his neck. And he shall sit next to Darius because of his wisdom, and shall be called Darius his cousin. And then one wrote his sentence, sealed it, and laid it under the king Darius his pillow, and said that when the king is risen, some will give him the writings, and of whose side the king and the three princes of Persia shall judge that his sentence is the wisest, to him shall the victory be given as was appointed. The first wrote, wine is the strongest. The second wrote, the king is the strongest. The third wrote, women are strongest. But above all things, truth beareth away the victory. Now when the king was risen up, they took their writings and delivered them unto him. And so he read them. And sending forth, he called the princes of Persia and Media, and the governors and the captains and the lieutenants and the chief officers, and sat him down in the royal seat of judgment, and the writings were read before him. And he said, call the young men, and they shall declare their own sentences. So they were called in and came in. And he said unto them, declare unto us your mind concerning the writings. Then began the first, who had spoken of the strength of wine. And he said thus, O ye men, how exceeding strong is wine! It causeth all men to error that drink it. It maketh the mind of the king and of the fatherless child to be all one, of the bondmen and of the freemen, of the poor men and of the rich. It turneth also every thought into jollity and mirth, so that a man remembereth neither sorrow nor debt. And it maketh every heart rich, so that a man remembereth neither king nor governor. And it maketh to speak all things by talents. And when they are in their cups, they forget their love, both to friends and brethren. And a little after draw out swords, But when they are from the wine, they remember not what they have done. O ye men, is not wine the strongest, that enforceth to do thus us to do thus? And when so spoken, he held his peace. Then the second that has spoken of the strength of the king began to say, O ye men, do not men excel in strength that bear rule over sea and land and in all things in them? But yet the king is more mighty, for he is Lord of all these things, and hath dominion over them. And whatsoever he commandeth them, they do. If he bid them make war, the one against the other, they do it. If he send them out against the enemies, they go and break down mountains, walls, and towers. They slay and are slain, and transgress not the king's commandment. If they get the victory, they bring all to the king, as well the spoil as all things else. Likewise, for those that are no soldiers and have not to do with wars, but use husbandry when they have reaped again, which goes into farming, planting. When they have reaped again that which they have sown, they bring it to the king and compel one another to pay tribute unto the king. And yet he is but one man. But if he command to kill, they kill. If he command to spare, they spare. If he command to smite, they smite. If he command to make desolate, they make desolate. If he command to build, they build. If he command to cut down, they cut down. If he command to plant, they plant. So all his people and his enemies obey him. Furthermore, he lieth down. He eateth and he drinketh, and taketh his rest. And these kept watch round about him, neither made anyone depart and do his own business. Neither disobeyed they him in anything. O ye men, how should not the king be mightiest, when in such sort he is obeyed? When in such sort is he obeyed? And he held his tongue. Then the third, who had spoken of women and of the truth, this was Zerubbabel, began to speak. O ye men, it is not the great king, nor the multitude of men, neither is it wine that excelleth. Who is it then that ruleth them, or hath the lordship over them? Are they not women? Women have borne the king, and all the people that bear rule by sea and land. Even of them came they, and they nourished them up that planted the vineyards, or the vineyards, from whence the wine cometh. These also make garments for men. These bring glory unto men, and without women cannot men be. Yea, and if men have gathered together gold and silver, or any other goodly thing, do they not love a woman which is comely in favor and beauty? And letting all those things go, do they not gape, and even with open mouth fix their eyes fast on her? And have not all men most desire unto her than unto silver, or gold, or any goodly thing whatsoever? A man leaveth his own father that brought him up, and his own country, and cleaveth unto his wife. He sticketh not to spend his life with his wife. He sticketh not to spend his life with his wife, and remembereth neither father, nor mother, nor country. By this also ye must know that women have dominion over you. Do ye not labor and toil, and give and bring all to the woman? Yea, a man taketh his sword, and goeth his way to rob and steal, to sail upon the sea and upon rivers, and looketh upon a lion, and goeth in the darkness. And when he hath stolen, spoiled, and robbed, he bringeth it to his love. Wherefore a man loveth his wife better than father or mother. Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women, and become servants for their sakes. Okay, not the hopeful elect though. We tell a bitch that, I mean, at least our problems. Don't get it twisted though. We was all there though. I mean, speaking of self first, many also have perished, have erred, and sinned for women. Yeah? Yeah? And now do ye not believe me? Is not the king great in his power? Do not all regions fear to touch him? Yet did I see him, Apame, the king's concubine, the daughter of an admirable Barticus, sitting at the right hand of the king, and taking the crown from the king's head, and setting it upon her own head. She also struck the king with her left hand. What? And yet for all this the king gaped and gazed upon her with open mouth. Yo. If she laughed upon him, he laughed also. But if she took any displeasure at him, the king was fain to flatter, that she might be reconciled to him again. O ye men, how can it be but women should be strong, seeing they do thus? Then the king and the princess looked one upon another, so he began to speak of the truth. O ye men, are not women strong? Great is the earth, high is the heaven, swift is the sun in his course, for he compasseth the heavens round about, and fetcheth his course again to his own place in one day. Is he not great that maketh these things? Therefore great is the truth. Therefore great is the truth, and stronger than all things. Therefore great is the truth, and stronger than all things. All the earth crieth upon the truth, and the heaven blesseth it. All works shake and tremble at it, and with it is no unrighteous thing. Wine is wicked, the king is wicked, women are wicked, all the children of men are wicked, and such are their wicked works, and there is no truth in them. In their unrighteousness also they shall perish. As for the truth, it endureth, and is always strong. It liveth and conquereth forevermore. With her, likened to wisdom, there's no accepting of persons or rewards, but she doeth the things that are just, and refraineth from all unjust and wicked things. And all men do well like of her works. Wisdom, what's the beginning of wisdom? Neither in her judgment is any unrighteousness, and she is the strength, kingdom, power, and majesty of all ages. Blessed be the God, blessed be the power of truth. Blessed be the power of truth. And with that, he held his peace. And all the people then shouted and said, Great is the truth, yeah, and mighty above all things. Then said the king unto him, Ask what thou wilt more than is appointed in the writing, and we will give it to thee, because thou art found wisest, Zerubbabel, and thou shalt sit next me, and shall be called my cousin. Then said he unto the king, Remember thy vow, which thou hast vowed to build Jerusalem. Wisdom here. In the day when thou camest to thy kingdom. Okay. And to send away all the vessels that were taken away out of Jerusalem, which Cyrus set apart when he vowed to destroy Babylon, okay, and to send them again thither, okay. Thou also hast vowed to build up the temple which the Edomites burned when Judea was made desolate by the Chaldees. Yeah, race it, yeah. And now, O Lord, the king, this is that which I require and which I desire of thee. And this is the princely liberality proceeding from thyself. I desire therefore that thou make good the vow, the performance whereof with wine, with thine Salakia, the performance whereof with thine own mouth thou hast vowed to the King of heaven. Then Darius the king stood up and kissed him, and wrote letters for him, and to all the treasurers, lieutenants, and captains, and governors, that they should safely convey on their way both him and all those that go up that go up with him to build Jerusalem. He wrote letters also unto the lieutenants that were in Cilicia, Syria, Celesyria, Phoenice, and unto them in Libanus, that they should bring cedar wood from the Libanus unto Jerusalem, and they should build the city with him. Okay, we got the point. Okay. Wine is wicked. The king is wicked. Women are wicked. All the children of men are wicked. And such are their wicked works. And there is no truth in them. And their unrighteousness also they shall perish. As for the truth, it endureth and is always strong. It liveth and conquereth forevermore. So let's just go from there. Let's get Proverbs. The 31st chapter. And let's start with verse 1. Proverbs 31:1. The words of King Lemuel, the prophecy that his mother taught him. Okay? That his mother taught him. What, my son? And what, the son of my womb? And what, the son of my vows? Give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings. It is not for kings, O Lemuel, it is not for kings to drink wine, nor for princes strong drink, lest they drink and forget the law, okay, and pervert the judgment of any of the afflicted. Give strong drink unto them, to him that is ready to perish, and wine unto those that be of heavy hearts. Okay? My point was in verse 3. Give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to which that destroyeth kings. With that, I'm going to give all praises, glory, honor due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Kakwadash, double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Till next time, Shalom.